Hey, what's up? Let's talk how to make some money. Let's talk how to make 5K per month in credit repair. I'm going to explain to you how to very easily make $5,000 per month in your credit repair business, your credit repair organization. Let's get right to it. Here's your strategy. The goal is 5K per month. All right, and that's going to this. It's going to be your leads, your pricing, your marketing, your delivery. But let's first talk about your mindset. Going into this, I want you to realize that this is going to be one of the most impactful things that you can ever do for someone is help them fix their credit, right? If you have bad credit, every door in your adult professional life will be closed. Um, if, if you know that, if you've never experienced that, God bless you. But those who know what I'm talking about know what I'm talking about, right? There's no apartment, there's no car loan. There even some jobs will check your credit, right? And if it's not up to par, can't even go to work. So I want you to remember that you have to treat this like a blessing. And someone's actually humbling themselves to extend their hand to ask for help. That's well. You got to go in it. You have to go into every situation open minded, right? Mistakes will happen. Hey, life happens. Life things happen. You lose a job, you get sick, and you can't pay your bills. You get backed up. So you're going into a situation helping. You're serving. So that's the mindset we should have. Yeah, we're making money, but we're impacting lives. And you don't know to what degree you will be helping this person. It could be a generational thing, right? Maybe everybody had bad credit and they're the first person in their family to strive to have good credit, right? So that's our mindset and our leads. We got to get leads. This is a lead based business. How do we get leads? We're going to get leads through marketing. Teaching you how to make 5K per month, not 100K per month. So everything I do is going to be DIY. So we're just going to leverage Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm going to show you here in a second. So, Rich Collins, I have the verified mark so everyone knows that it's me talking, not a copycat. You want to have a professional picture, right? In your bio, you need an I help statement. Here's my I help statement. I help entrepreneurs turn credit into cash. And then on the second line, this is a link to my here's a link to my community, the Wealth Through Funding community. All of these stories have to do with funding or credit repair. Here are some testimonials. Here's an ad. All right, you get the point. It's half information, half uh, entertainment. Like I'll throw one of these in here. You got to mix it up because these get boring and people are attracted to shiny objects, right? So as you can see, some of these things go viral. 1600, 2000 right here. But it's a nice balance. 2300 right here. So I'll shoot from work or wherever I'm at or in the house. And there are a lot of apps that you can buy, like this green screen type thing. And here's a bit of advice. In the beginning, just talk about your journey. If you don't have clients, that's fine. I didn't have clients day one. No one starts off with clients. Tell your story. Talk about don't be afraid to tell what you've done for your own credit, correct? So start with that and then When you start helping people, helping friends and family, have them send you a 15-second or 30-second testimonial, and that helps with your authority. So that's Instagram. You want your Instagram to look like this, and just as I continue to scroll, it's all the same topic: credit, funding, inspiration, the good life, once you have credit and get funding, blah, blah, blah. And what happens is, by virtue of this, you will get DMs. People will DM you with questions. Or what you can do is you can take questions. You can say, hey, anybody have questions about credit repair, Q&A, DM me, or whatever. Do Instagram Live, IG Live, and just take questions and just get into the habit of talking credit and helping people through their questions, right? Join other masterminds. There are tons of free masterminds to help you hone your skills. That's Instagram. And what I do with Instagram is I post on Instagram, and then it allows you to connect your Facebook, and then I just share it. So it's two platforms for the price of one. That's Instagram and Facebook. And then here's my YouTube. Same thing, same videos, right? Here's the thing. This is here to learn. People go to Instagram to be entertained. That's why it's short form. But these videos stand the test of time. These videos will be here for years. You want to have a good presence here on YouTube. As you can see, I'm very consistent. Billionaire Rich Collins, spiritual economic leadership. There's a link to the Wealth Through Funding community, right? Because you always have to be selling as well. These are all the videos that you just saw on Instagram. These are my shorts, right? But they're very consistent. It all looks the same. Oh, wow, I got 1.2 thousand right here. I didn't know that. Awesome. But that hasn't always been the case. Let me show you this. Some of these are 13 views, 5 views, 1 view. I have braces. 11 views, 3 views. But you remain consistent, right? And you just keep it going. Do not quit. Do not stop. That's how we get leads. Now, those are going to be organic leads. Now, in another video, I'll do paid ads. But for right now, that's how I want you to start. I want you to get started right there. Pricing. So here's how you're going to make the $5,000. Let me look at my notes. I suggest you do upfront payments. No matter what someone has going on, depending on the severity and how much time you think it's going to take, charge them a flat $500 or a flat $1,000. $500 or a flat $1,000. So let's do the math. $500, that's 10 people per month. That's $5,000. That's $5,000, my friend, that you just made in your spare time, right? And remember this, keep this in mind. Every person that you help, you're going to grow. You're going to learn. You're going to learn because everybody's got different scenarios and situations. And if you can't figure it out, go back to your mastermind. Come back to me and ask me, right? And then I'll give you the answer. And that's how you grow. Iron sharpens iron. Nobody knows it all starting out. I definitely didn't. So 10 people at $500 or 5 people at $1,000. There's your $5,000 per month. Wash, rinse, repeat. It's that simple, right? So starting out, I suggest you do flat fees. We're not going to break it up right now because I need you to get your confidence going, right? So there's your $5,000. 10 people at 500, 5 people at 1,000. We'll break it up later, months down the road, later on. But for right now, just you want all the money up front. Marketing. Marketing goes back to leads. How we're going to get them? We're just going to focus on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. I suggest we market 3 to 5. I suggest you post 5 times a week. 3 days out of the week, it should be educational. The other days of the week, it should mix it up, right? Now, when I mix up those videos that go viral, by virtue of that, people will click on the link to join the school program. That's my lead magnet outside of the other stuff that I do for leads. But that's just something to think about. And last but not least, your delivery. So you got to come through. So don't be out here over promising and under delivering. Now it takes 35 to 40 days to get results. But once you start getting results, that client is going to be happy and more patient. It's a game of patience. You have to use time as your tool in credit repair. Because once you mail off or send off a dispute, the credit bureau gets it, and then they open the investigation, and then the creditor is on the clock for 30 days. So you gotta give it 40 to 45 days, right? So after that, now people are gonna get impatient, but you're gonna have to tell them beforehand, look, this thing takes time. You will get there. Some things take a little bit longer than others. And then obviously once you learn other tricks of the trade, you'll get some things done a lot faster than others. Inquiries can be done over the phone, so that takes a day. But like bankruptcy, stuff like that, repossessions, school loans, stuff like that, those things take a little bit more effort, right? But you'll get there. So that's it. That's how we're gonna make 5K per month. If you have any questions, just DM me. If you need more customized strategy, I can help you out with that too as well. That's it. Be blessed. Peace out.